Welcome back to another wonderfully normal vlog. It has been a little while, like a year ago, pretty much exactly. And we're actually back in Hawaii this week. This time on a brand new island, Oahu. Last time we spent one day in Oahu doing a tour of the North Shore. This week we're spending the entire week on Oahu, and more specifically, look at our view here. Oh!
Jamie, look at our view of Jamie.
We're here at Disney's Aulani, checking something off the bucket list. Jamie's a veteran of the resort. This is our first time, so we are very excited. Let's see if we remember how to do this. Let's go. Nothing quite like waking up in paradise. We've got decent weather this morning, and we're gonna spend, I think, most of the day on resort, exploring the grounds. Tonight we have dinner reservations at one of Aulani's restaurants, Makahiki. We'll see what else this incredible resort has to offer. The last two times we've been to Hawaii, Maui, and Kauai, we've never stayed at like like a resort like this. So our friends Jamie and Liz, who are gracious enough to let us tag along on this trip because they are DVC members. They've told us many times that like you can spend a day or two at the resort without really going away because there's so much to do. We only had a short time last night before we all knocked out really early. So today I think the goal is just to kind of stay close or on resort and just explore all this beautiful, beautiful property. So we made breakfast this morning in the room, and now we're gonna go take a walk along the beach, along the water. It is windy today, but right now the rain has passed through a little bit, so we're just gonna walk around, check out the beautiful sights. So both Aulani and the Four Seasons, which is right there, share this private little man-made cove, so people can get out into the ocean without having to worry about the actual tides and stuff like that. Just beyond that little reef is Mother Nature, so it's nice that people have a nice, safe, calm place to snorkel and swim in the ocean and things like that. I'm not sure what the fish situation is here because it's kind of one of these protected things. I'd imagine there's not much fish to see out here, but that's why Aulani has Paradise Cove on property. They've got like a big, like what you would see, like a giant aquarium full of saltwater fish, and you can go snorkel in that and get really up close to all the beautiful fish that are normally out there in the ocean. Well, again, it is absolutely incredibly windy. So we're gonna see how this DJI Mic 2 handles this. That's why we bought them, right? Taking a little walk to the other resorts and the other lagoons. We're here at the water break here, taking a very nice hike from Aulani. In fact, Aulani way over there, and now we're here. There's like a little tide pool here, the harbor over there. I don't know what the mileage on it is, but maybe like, feels maybe like a mile. So get up in the morning, take a nice walk all the way to the water break, get your blood flowing, and if you're like me, you've got a hurt foot at the moment, and it's screaming out to me, and you have every excuse in the world to just jump in the jacuzzi. Sounds like a plan to me.
It's hard.
You didn't take that out of the ocean, did you?
No.
Oh,
Right there.
so if you take that like beachfront path, round trip from Aulani is about 2.7 miles. So just under 3 mile walk. Very beautiful, right there on the ocean. Now we're back on, we're gonna get our wristbands to get our towels. And we're gonna try and see if we can get a tour of the 3-bedroom suite that they offer here. This is the 3-bedroom grand villa, and she is stunning. There's also the villas are on the basically the end cap facing the ocean as opposed to facing in to the resort and looking over the resort. This is the end looking straight out, and these views are breathtaking. So Jamie wears like 2 or 3 hats whenever I hang out with him. It's like an Aulani hat or a Club 33 hat. I was always like very excited to finally come here and get an Aulani hat. And they don't have any Aulani baseball caps. They have like the standard Mickey one that you can get into the park. So the Hale Manu places like upscale gifts here. And they don't have, they just said every night come back and check to see if they have hats in. So we're gonna do that right now. Still no hats? I want to take all of these home. This is the Aulani salt and pepper shakers. Hello, are you kidding me with this? This one's definitely coming home with us, like without question. This is incredible tiki. This one is a much larger tiki mug contain. I don't know if you'd really consider this a tiki mug, but this sucker. This is like an incredible chip and dip. Come on now. Chip and dip with a giant pineapple drink. Not really sure where the heck we would put this in our house, but I want all of this actually. I've been really eager to get the hat. We just checked. They have 2 types of Aulani baseball hats that they just received in, and they're bringing up both versions of them. There's a black one, a blue one. So I'm going to see which one I like. I'll probably go with the black one but this whole theme in this store is like very blue, a lot of blue around. So we'll see, but I'm excited. Also, I know that this is it's not meant for popcorn, but boy, oh boy, what a popcorn bucket this would make, no? I mean, it is about 15 pounds, but I love this like outrigger canoe type thing as a popcorn bucket. It wasn't Aulani hats. It was the Mickey hats that they already have. I'm sad now. We'll keep checking. We are headed to dinner, the first of our 2 nice Aulani restaurant reservations that we have. Tonight is Makahiki, which to my understanding used to be, pre-COVID, it used to be a buffet. But since then, it is now no longer a buffet. It is a prefix, similar to Ama Ama. They're both good restaurants, but Ama Ama is more fine dining. So tonight we're going to Makahiki, headed down right now for some dinner.
I got the wedge salad. That's not going to be wedge. I got the 8-ounce fillet and a cheesecake.
What kind of cheesecake?
I forget. Kono. It looked good. Sounded good.
I also got the wedge, and then I got the catch of the day, which was a seared ahi with jasmine green tea rice, with bok choy and some mushrooms, and then for dessert I got the pineapple cobbler, and I'm thinking I might add an espresso to that.
I also ordered the non-wedge wedge salad because they don't have the actual wedge. I went with the shrimp and fettuccine and that cobbler. Yeah, that's usually something that you would get without the shrimp, obviously. But I don't know. I kind of wanted some pasta tonight, even though there's steak on the menu and a lot of seafood. I feel like I'm going to be like seafooded to the max starting tomorrow. Oh, thank you so much. Cheers.
To friendship.
To friendship.
To the friendship.
To the friendship.
Oh, we got bread.
It sure did. Did we touch that? Oh, wow. Magic.
I got the Lihing Rita. I need a...
Did we get your drink?
alcohol.
Some kind of old canoe or something like that.
Smelly canoes.
I got a Riesling because like all Disney properties have the Dr. Lucen Riesling, and so whenever I can get a Lucen Riesling, I get it. So that's what I got.
It's like toasted macadamia nut.
Fuck my Riesling. That is incredible.
What is it?
It's a whiskey.
It's got like toasted macadamia,
No,
like you
okay.
can smell it, and it smells like
Thank you, though.
like roasted nuts on there. Oh, it's sweet. That's an excellent drink. Oh my. How's your drink?
Very sweet. And, yeah, it's sweet.
Let's see.
Like I need the lime. I need it to lime.
She needs to put the lime in the
She needs to put that lime in the coconut right there.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
your old ass canoe drink or whatever that is fantastic. It is so good.
old canoe.
Your old ass canoe.
Old Bert canoe.
Your smelly canoe or whatever that is. It's good. It's really good. And it's not like super spirit forward. It's spirit forward. But it's the macadamia whatever. It's got like a fattiness to it that's delicious.
My God, that's good.
Yeah.
We're gonna kill a little bit of time at Kalepa store. This is like regular Disney merch. Are we already, how many things have you not bought physically, but mentally?
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 things.
Okay. We haven't got anything yet because it's still early. No reason to just fill the hotel room with all this stuff, but, you know, we're talking about Spirit jerseys and some stickers, stuff for her journaling, but I know I've got my eye on this Mickey-shaped Spam musubi. Come on. Right? This is just, Spam musubi just happens to be one of my all-time favorite things. So that's coming home with me. Cynthia's thinking about getting this Mickey and Minnie Aloha Life shirt, which I really like. And then she's looking at the Donald over here because it's got the Aulani on it, which is also very cool. I'm grabbing this one for myself. Love it.
Let me try it on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Make a circle. Don't be shy. Uh-oh, there's a fuzzy thing.
Fuzzy thing.
Be a part of our circle, friends. Come on over.
The circle open up.
I'm opening it. I'm
He's
so
got to
sorry.
have the prime part for his devices. Cool. We can't hide behind anybody. It's a circle. What's he doing? You throwing her in front? No, I'm just kidding. Well, aloha, everybody. Good evening. My name is Uncle Aito. He, him. One of the caretakers here at Aulani, which means most of the time I go around and change light bulbs, I trim hedges, stuff like that. Though occasionally Auntie does let me out, I get to share a little bit of culture for life. All right, raise your hand if you're here for an art tour.
Sure.
Cool. Raise your hand if you're here for a nature tour. Raise your hand if you have no idea what's going on to be dragged somewhere against your will. Too late. You already raised your hand for the first one. Hooked you in there. Now, well, as I love to say, the tours are some of my favorite things to do. Because I never know what the tours are going to entail. I always start off my tours the same way. I ask everybody 3 questions, all right? The first one is your name. Chances are good you know that one already. The second one is where you're visiting from. The more specific, the better. And then the third and final one is a question you have for me. Because you joined us here on your vacation on this somewhat educational activity. So you must be curious about something. I know this is listed on the app as an art tour, so it's an art-related question. That would be awesome. Because as I said, I don't know where we're going to go. It's all up to you. Depending on the questions you ask, it's like a choose-your-own-adventure tour. Sounds good? Sounds good? Sounds good?
Yes.
Kind of
All right. I'm going to start with you, my friend, since you're to my immediate right. The theme that I always use for the art tour is symmetry and balance. All right? So we'll start off by looking at some of the things we find out here. Now, I always start off with this, too, because we're standing here above Waikolohe Valley. So Wai means freshwater, Kolohe means mischievous. You've probably encountered some mischievous waters, especially today, blowing sideways at you. We're also a valley. So Maka'ala over here is the mountain in the back of the valley. We have these 2 ridges, the Waianae Tower on that side, the Avatar on this side, that open their arms up to the sea. There's our V shape of our valley. Now, I'm going to ask a question. Raise your hand if you're staying over here in the Waianae Tower. Okay, raise your hand if you're staying over here in the Avatar. Raise your hand if you're not staying here and need to be escorted off. It's a free program, you're safe. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is that mural on the Makai side, the ocean side of the Waianae Tower. If we look into that mural, I think the light is good enough if you can see it. I can't see anything at this time of day. You might see a round thing at the top of that mural. What is that round thing?
The sun.
The sun. That's a good way to start off. Anybody disagree with him? No, because it is the sun. All right, now let's look at the mural on the Makai side of the Eva Tower. There's a round thing at the top of that mural. What is that round thing?
The moon.
The moon. That was easy, right? Because you know that one's the sun, so it makes sense. Yeah. So we got the sun, we got the moon. Now inside the moon there is a face. It's a female figure there. And her name is Hina in Hawaii, Sina in Samoa. And Hina is a kapa maker. She makes some bark cloth. And she had to find somewhere to go to make her kapa, no way to bother her. Guess how far she had to go? It was the moon. So she's up there in the moon making kapa all night long. So here we have a feminine figure. Let's go back to the other side, because there's the sun, there's a rope wrapped around one of the rays of the sun. Any of those words make sense? There's a rope wrapped around one of the rays of the sun. Now it does. If you follow that rope down, you might see that rope is held tightly by some dude. Who's that dude? Maui! Totally is Maui! And that is a depiction of Maui. Now Maui might look different than the version you're familiar with, because he's not just some guy from some movie. He's an ancestor whose stories have been shared throughout Polynesia for thousands of years. So everywhere you go in Polynesia, they will claim Maui for their own, even within the same groups of islands. So here on the west side of Oahu, the West Oahu version of the story is he captures the sun at a peak in the back of Nanakuli Valley called Heleakala, or pathway of the sun. La means sun, ka is the, hele means travel, pathway. So Heleakala is pathway of the sun. Now if you go to the island of Maui, over there about 100 miles, they'll tell you that he's from there, and they'll tell you that he captured the sun at a big mountain there called Haleakala. La means sun, ka is still the, hale in this case means house. So Haleakala, house of the sun, Heleakala, pathway of the sun, right? Same story, same dude, different places, because that's how we tell the stories of our culture, right? They're always, I mean, they generally tend to be localized to where we are. Who has the best pizza in New York? Wherever you are, probably, yeah. The sun, moon, masculine, feminine. The next thing I'll point out, pretty easy to see at the very top, you see those halau wao, those canoe houses. Now, inside those canoe houses, you see different shapes, triangles, straight lines, different geometric patterns over there. Suck it in, eat it up, because I'm going to take you over here to the other side now. I'm going to ask you what's different on this side.
Wavy line, or wavy.
Wavy lines, yeah, totally. Wavy lines. Squiggly lines, sometimes people say. Anything else?
Like orbs? Like orbs?
We see those O's, the circular shapes.
Yep.
Anybody see circular shapes on this side?
Yeah.
They don't appear on that side, right? We see circles over here. Somebody said that they look like bike gears. That person was from Portland, Oregon. I like to think that they look like sea urchins, but I do that very shellfishly. That's a terrible joke. Yeah, thank you. I don't use that joke very often, and now I know why. But I do that very selfishly, because I know that that is the ocean side. which makes these tall triangle things what?
Trees,
Mountains,
mountains.
yay! Mountain, ocean, sun, moon, masculine, feminine. You see all these things at play. So as you travel around Aulani and you wonder what you're looking at, think of literally where you're standing, but it'll get you about halfway there, right? Now I'm gonna come back to our friend Joe Rohde. So Joe says one of the ways you de-indigenize a place is you take the stuff they do there, you put it in a glass case, you say, isn't it lovely what they used to do here? Please enjoy the pool. And if you ever enjoyed any of Joe's creations, including us here at Aulani, you'll know that is not Joe's approach, right? The best we can do is tell the truth. And if you've been to Joe's creations, you see that, right? He tries to be honest with what he's looking at, even if it's portraying a place that's not where you are. Now you take that another step weirder, because here at Aulani, we're portraying a place that we're in, right? This is Hawaii, and we're in Hawaii. So from the earliest days with Joe and our original team, Big H, Little D, with the story and culture of Hawaii with a little bit of Disney magic sprinkled on top. You see that in combination, hopefully. The way that Joe put it was he had to teach himself and the team how do we use our talents without using our voices? And how do we highlight those other voices? And one of those ways in having Kanaka Maoli Native Hawaiians doing contemporary work, right? We have the largest collection in the world of Kanaka Maoli Native Hawaiian contemporary artwork.
This tour was incredible, and if and when you get to Aulani, do yourself a favor and take the art tour with Uncle Aito. It was about an hour long. He goes into much more detail about the building of Aulani, the art, and how the entire property basically honors the story of the Hawaiian people. It is a must-do when you're on property, in my opinion. But that's it for this video. Thank you for watching, and we hope your day is as wonderfully normal as ours.